I needed to make a decision. And, you know, it might for anybody leaving something they are so super comfortable in and, you know, content. And it's like, okay, I make a paycheck every week. You know, I know, you know, this is what I got coming in. I know this is what I make each week. Yeah, it's comfortable and it's great. But you're also stuck, you know, you're stuck working for the man. You're stuck, you know, at their beck and call. And I didn't want that anymore.
Hey everyone, how you doing? My name is David Price, and we are having this week's episode of Ordinary People Doing Extraordinary Things. And I have my guest, Chris, on the line right here. How you doing today, Chris?
I'm doing all right, guys. How's everybody doing today? What's going on, David?
Doing great, man. Doing great. I'm super pumped to have you on here, man. You just joined us. We got some new blood, man. How does it feel to be doing something completely different?
Scary, but amazing. You know, like you put in the description, you know, I've been doing, you know, plumbing for almost nearly 20 years. So to walk away from something like that, to start a new chapter in my life is exhilarating. That's pretty much it. Exhilarating. You know, I'm excited to see what my future is going to be like.
So you're a plumber. So when did you start working as a plumber? At what age?
22. I mean, you know, I'm a high school dropout that, you know, you know, it is what it is. I was not good at school. I got kicked out of school and went right into the trades a few years later, and the rest was history. And that was about it. I mean, never did much schooling or anything, you know, learned how you know, just like this, you know, you learn as you go. So, you know, did that, started at the very bottom, did very well for myself, and life is just taking a different turn now. So
that's awesome, man. So you started as a plumber at 22 years old, and then you retired as a plumber at what age?
I will turn 40 this July. So, you know, 39, I called it quits. I said, I'm done.
So basically 17 years at one trade. And what did you do before plumber? Did you have any occupation or any kind of job before that?
Deliver pizzas. Worked at a car audio store for a little bit. Like, you know, just nothing, had no career set. And, my ex's brother was actually like, let's go. You got a job interview with an HVAC company. You're coming to work for us. I said, okay. So I was the grunt guy, $11 an hour, you know, go get me this, go get me that. And, you know, that's how I got started.
So it sounds like you don't have any kind of formal sales experience at all. Nothing about insurance. This is brand new, huh?
Absolutely nothing about insurance. I mean, the closest thing I have to any type of sales is within the past probably, I would say 4 to 5 years, you know, I would have to sell customers new furnaces or air conditioning units or, you know, so, you know, I have a little bit of comfortability somewhat talking to people, but this is night and day. I mean, this is not, you know, because you're telling people, listen, your machine's broke. If you want heat, you know what I mean? You need a new unit. So they don't really have much of a choice, but yeah, night and day.
So that's kind of an easy sell when there's heat involved in New Jersey, huh?
Yeah. I mean, you know, what made me comfortable is that me knowing a little bit comfortable is that I know that because I had that one-on-one experience with customers, that I have a good, I pat myself on the back. I feel like I have a good personality, so, I tend to get along with customers pretty well. So I was like, that was one thing that helped me jump into this.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I definitely remember. I mean, you're very loved by many, man. You have a great personality. You have a lot of friends, man. I know people like you a lot. I remember that growing up with you. I don't think you have an enemy in this world, do you?
I'm sure they're out there.
I'm sure they're out there.
I'm sure they're out there.
All right. So no real sales experience, right? Except for telling someone, you have a choice to be freezing tonight or be warm, right? So that's a pretty easy sale. And then you reach out to me, right? So what is it that interests you into reaching out to me? I mean, we've been friends for a long time, but we didn't talk every day. We might not have talked every year, right? But we've always been
once in a while. I mean, I think the last time you and I mean, before all this really spoke was when I first met Michelle, when you were, started talking, when you were just starting to talk to her, and you flew up, and, we went to the, the fights, some MMA fights. And then after that, you and I, we didn't really, stay in touch, but, we're Facebook friends. So I watched
what else is there?
I watched your journey as, you did. I mean, I can't even keep track. I mean, you were bouncing around doing some crazy things that I was like, wow, man, this guy, like, he's just like, all right, I'm going to do this, and then, you started doing this, and I just watched how, you were happy, man. You're living the life that you want to live. You're not, I don't know. That's really what it is. It's, you're getting the things that you want. I mean, listen, like you just you went to St. Louis on a trip and drove home in a new vehicle. I mean, that doesn't happen every day, and I mean, it takes a lot of hard work and, and time to get to that spot. But working in the trades, just like up here in Jersey, we just got dumped on with snow and ice, and, I didn't have to work outside in it. So, that's what being able to be my own boss and, work under great people is what attracted me. I see, like, you, Danielle, everybody always positive, always excited about the next day. That's kind of where, what drove me to say, yo, Dave, let's meet up. And at first I didn't even think you were doing it up here. I mean, that's what I hesitated for a long time, not reaching out. I mean, I used to like all your posts. I'm like, wow, this is cool. But he's down there in, Louisiana and Florida. And I'm like, that's a down south thing. I'm like, it's, it's not up here. And you put that post up not too long ago, a couple months ago when you came up and, said, I'm looking to hire people. So joined you for dinner, saw what it was about, and said, I'm in a position to change my life. So
that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I remember you saying that. You're like, oh man, I always wanted to work with you. I just didn't know it was in New Jersey. I'm like, oh my goodness, Like, so if you're watching this, it doesn't matter where you live, Cambodia, Thailand, Brazil, New Jersey, Alaska, I have a position for you. You can live on an island in a hut. As long as your phone works, you can make as much money as you want to make. So tell your friends. So there, the word is out, the message is out. Everyone knows, it doesn't matter. And that's what I like about this business. That's why I got in. I wanted something that I could live wherever I want, do whatever I want, and control my life. And that's it, man. That's
right. Cool. I mean, the one thing that when I first sat down with you, so the company that I was just at, the heating and air conditioning company, this summer I was working 80-hour weeks, grinding. I had no life, I'm on call on the weekends, things like that, and this summer, I had an opportunity to reevaluate my life and the direction that I wanted to go. Now, I could have either went back into the same trades or I could have done something different. I chose to do something different, and for a couple reasons. One, like I spoke with you, my son's like one of the most important things to me. I got a 4-year-old. I want to be around for him, as he starts to get older, wants to play sports, things like that. Like, I don't want to have a boss that's going to be like, no, you can't go home, or, you got to do this. So, being able to build my own business and work around the schedule that I want to work around, is attractive. The next big thing is, like I was telling somebody the other day on Facebook, I was talking to them on Facebook because they were, asking me questions about it. And, why do you settle for someone else telling you what you're worth? I mean, that's, and that's the thing. I mean, I worked my way up, and again, I did pretty well for myself, but there's more out there, and every day grinding, 12, 14 hours a day to pad somebody else's pockets. I'm doing myself a I don't know.
Service, man. I got your back.
Disservice. Yeah, that's
don't worry. English isn't my best language either.
My brain went blank.
That's it, man. Right? You're from New Jersey. I mean, right? So we're both from New Jersey. I mean, you look at all those houses going down 35 on the water, right? They're not working hourly. They're not working salary, right?
That was the thing. I mean, and I've always for a long time like thought about it, because again, I was a plumber on Long Beach Island. Okay, number one, probably one of the most traveled to, vacation destinations. So I'm in and out a lot of people's houses that are being rented out, and these people are spending, I don't know, $5,000 for a week down to rent a house, if not more, but they're still working. These guys are like, hold on, I'm on a conference call. Hold on, I just gotta, hop on my laptop real quick. I'm just working real quick. The guy's like, I'm going up to the beach. I gotta be, that's the kind of life I want to live. I want to be able to see, all right, I'm gonna put 4 hours in right now. Maybe go hit the beach for an hour, come back, do it, things like that. But, I'm the one, at the time, I'm the one sweating my ass off, working hard, and, why I'm watching this guy work from home with his feet up, from the beach.
One of the best things I think I heard, I think it was Grant Cardone said it, and he said, it takes the same amount of effort to make $40,000 a year as it takes to make $4 million a year, right? It's just where you're putting that effort.
It's true.
Right? It's really that simple. And, if you told me that 5 years ago, I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. I don't understand that. Right. But now, the change that took place, I definitely understand that.
Well, and you and I, we've touched on that, even together, as far as, if someone came to both of us, back in our 20s and was like, listen, I got this opportunity for you, you're going to love it. You're going to, you'll do great. Like, we were like, no way. I mean, unfortunately for me, I mean, to wake up and realize, at 39 that it's real life out there like that, and it's obtainable, stinks a little bit, but it's never too late to start. I mean, and you have tons of agents that start out and within the first year or two are doing amazing, and you can just see what is possible when you just put the effort in.
Yeah.
Plus have the support of, of everybody around you. I think I wrote that in a Facebook post the other day too. I don't know how many air conditioning companies I worked for, maybe 6 or 7 different ones throughout the years, but nobody wants to see you succeed. No, the guys that are working in the truck with you, it's like a giant daycare, kindergarten. There's so much drama that goes on, and it's oh, this guy's slacking off, or he's sleeping, or oh, you're kissing, you're the kiss up to the boss, any of that stuff, and it shouldn't be like that. And dealing with everybody here with Senior Life and the Price Group and the Blake Group, and everybody wants to see you win. I mean, they want to see you do well, and it's refreshing. It's almost like you don't know what to do with yourself, because it's like, all right, who's going to start the first bit of drama? It's like, but
yeah, that's it. I mean, that's the cool thing, man. It's everyone wants to see you win. It doesn't matter whose team you're on, what agent you are. We're really good about helping anyone that wants to help. You know, anyone that's willing to help themselves or willing to help, and it's definitely amazing. We're off to an amazing start here and got a lot about your background, right? And we talked about how you really have no sales experience, right? However, your results doesn't show that at all, right? You know, typically what happens is somebody gets contracted with us, they get started with us, and then there's a lot of questions. Could we do some role playing? Could I read the scripts? And there's a lot of detail orientation of what people want to do. But what does Chris do? Chris buys some leads, makes some sales, right? Was it the first day? How many sales did you make your first day, Chris?
I did, the very first day I did one the first day, I did two the next day. And then, and those, you know, and you start out, I start out with people, you know, that I know, you know, just kind of, you know, like you touch on, you know, doing the role playing and practicing and things like that. And then, you know, without reaching out to you really, I hopped on the leads program and bought my own lead. I bought my first two leads and I said, all right, I'm going to call these people, and sold them. And, you know, I mean, this, you know, I took it upon myself. I'm going to flip this around real quick, but, you know, this is what my desk looked like. You know, I got everything right in front of me. So, you know, if you just follow what's given to you, and, you know, that's what I was, you know, I still have questions. I call you every day, but, you know, and two things that stick to mind just from the few policies that I've sold already. One woman called me back just to tell me that I'm her guy, because Senior Life called her to just double check with her, I guess, over her address. They were going to send out the packet and the information. And she was like, I'm not dealing with anybody but Chris. Chris is my man. I gave him all my information. I don't want to hear nothing. I mean, eventually she calmed down a little bit and she, you know, she let Senior Life send out her information. But, you know, that feels good. And then, you know, the other one where you know, this one touched me, this one got me. I was making my phone calls, and actually a couple days ago, I had called this woman. She said, listen, let me call you back. I'm in the hospital, blah, blah, blah. I put the paper aside. I forgot that she was in the hospital, called her back again. This time I talked to her for about half hour, 45 minutes. And she's a 39-year-old mother who has MS and, you know, is scared, is nervous, and wants to be protected. And it felt amazing to be able to help her out and get her qualified and do that. So those things are what matters and what feels great at the end of the day. You know, hearing that, you know, like, honestly, that one woman from she cracked me up when she called me back saying, you know, you're my guy. I'm only talking to you. I'm dealing with you. You know, it's fun, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you got a good personality, man, you know, and it's good to see that. Oh, here we go. Annie, you're an amazing father, but it's good to see you, you know, really taking advantage of that. You know, I tell people, like, I get paid to talk. Like, how does it doesn't get better than that, right? We get paid to talk, and the better we are at helping people, the more money we get paid.
And I'm sure if you ask a lot of people that know me, I'm a talker. So
that's it, man. Get ready to make a lot of money, man. So let me ask you this: when that money starts rolling in, are you going to stay in New Jersey, or you got another place you're looking at? I know you just got that giant snowstorm.
I've got to stay in New Jersey because of this. That's, you know, that guy right there. Come say hi to everybody. Yeah, that is one thought. But yeah, no, I mean, you know, I mean, trust me, I would love to be somewhere warmer. You know, but I got family up here, and, you know, for now, Jersey it is, you know, but it doesn't mean once things get rolling, you know, plenty of trips I see in my future.
Awesome. What are some short-term goals that you have?
You know, as I see what is long-term with this company. Yeah, buddy.
Hey, don't worry, we're a kid-friendly show over here.
What did I say? I got to talk. Yeah, go sit down. I begged him. He did good so far. 20 minutes. He lasted 20 minutes. That's
ice cream. I'll send ice cream. We just need 5 more minutes.
I tried to put Ghostbusters on it. He was just like, no, I want to listen to Daddy. You know, my short-term goal, just become good at this. You know, I mean, that's what I'm putting everything I have into this. I can fall back and go back into the trades and, you know, do that, but that's not my mindset. My mindset is, this is what I want to do. I want to have the life that I want. I don't want to have to, you know, rely on other people. I don't want to have to, you know, listen to other people. I want to be able to do what I want to do. So my first goal is just to get to know everything that we do 100%, and grow my clientele, sell as many policies as I can. And then eventually, I mean, you know, start hiring people, get people underneath me, get a team behind me, and then, you know, help them, you know, I want to also show, a lot of people know me too, like, you know, just like yourself. And I want people to see that if I can do it, they can do it. Because again, like I said, man, I don't have a high school diploma. I didn't go to college. I mean, quite a few years later, I did some plumbing school, did 4 years of that. And that was about it. So, you know, if I can walk away from a 20-year trade and live the life that I want to truly live, anybody can do it. Anybody can truly do it. So I want to be an inspiration.
I love it, man. I love it, man. So if you're listening and you know Chris, you heard Chris may be hiring very soon. So if you want to jump on the train, Chris is the guy to talk to. So I'm pumped about that. So that's some short-term goals. What about long-term? Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
See, Cooper, you got to give me a minute, buddy. 10 years, that's, you know, I don't know if I've ever really sat back and really thought about that.
I'm here to help.
To be honest. That, you know, I mean, I've always just been the type of guy that takes every day, you know, I take every day for what it is. You know, I always strive to be better than I was the day before. So, but, you know, in 10 years, you know, I mean, I hope to be successful. I hope to be able to be financially stable. I hope to be able to support my son in any way possible, you know. I mean, hopefully this kid goes to college. I mean, not saying that, you know, college bound is always the way to go, but, you know, whatever his heart desires, I want to be able to provide that for him. And that's really my long-term goal, you know, is everything that I do now is for him. You know, I don't even know if it's for myself. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, to be able to just pick up and be like, you know what, I'm going to go here on vacation, or I'm going to go buy a boat, or, you know, things like that, you know, all materialistic things that, you know, people wish for. Yeah. I mean, I want all of that, but I just want to be financially stable and happy. I mean, you know, not that I'm not happy, but, you know, just want to be happy, you know, be secure.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I love it, man. So I know, like, for example,
please stop.
No problem. So obviously, right before you started with us, you know, you had some vision of what you thought things were gonna look like, and then you started with us. Like, what was it like? Like, did we over deliver, under deliver? Was it completely different? Was there some disappointment? What was like your
my feeling about when I first started?
Like, yeah, when we opened our doors and kind of showed you what it is exactly we do, as opposed to, you know, you observing from the outside.
Not knowing anything about this. I mean, so when I first talked to you, you sent me a link, said, hey, take your license. Okay. I was scared to do that. You know, again, don't consider myself a very book smart person. So, you know, I'm studying this material that I know nothing about. I'm like, okay, what is whole life? I mean, you're trying to understand this stuff. But once you get going, it's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, it's easy. So I did that process, got in touch with you. You sent me some information, said start, looking over all this. Slightly, I would say a little over. I don't want to see overwhelming is too much of a big word for it. Okay. Um, the biggest thing is making your first phone call. I mean, and that's what I told you the first day. I mean, I'm sitting at my desk and I got the papers here and I got some leads and I'm staring at my phone and I've watched some training videos and I grabbed the bull by its horns, and that's where you just get over that first phone call. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I still make phone calls and I still get a little nervous and I'm like, I hope this goes well. I hope they don't hang up on me or, things like that. But at the end, it was probably a lot less scarier than my brain made it out to be. And I mean, I told you that even again, right beginning, I've been very transparent with you. And I said, I call you, Dave, I'm in my own head, man. And you're like, calm down. Like, you're getting ahead of yourself, breathe. You're going to be all right.
Time, one step at a time.
That was it. Because, I was calling you and I was trying to jump ahead and, oh yeah, I'm going to do that. Let's go. And you're just like,
step
bro,
one.
Take it down a notch. Take it down a notch.
That's it. I definitely have the pleasure, man. I've trained, mentored, hired, hundreds of people. And that's the one thing, like you get to gain the experience with that. I see, we got a comment over here. I'm not sure if he's a hater or not, but he said something along the lines of why are only 8% of Asians successful? I don't know if he deleted it or I can't see it here, and not everyone has the same mentorship. Not everyone has the same program. And, Dana made a great point. Most people aren't willing to put in the work to get to the other side.
It's true.
That's really what it comes down to. So, something I just kind of noticed, talking to you, like, did you ever think that being working in the trades, and I worked as a plumber's assistant, right? So I know a little bit what that's about, and it wasn't fun, like crawl spaces and, a little this, a little that. It definitely wasn't my favorite. But did you ever think you'd be able to make a living from your own house?
No, not. I mean, you see, like I said, every day I saw that there's, people out there obviously do it on a regular basis. People do it. People are doing it. And I saw it firsthand. And, I was comfortable, I was, stuck. I mean, and I'm not saying that I didn't enjoy what I did. I mean, I truly push trades for people. I mean, I will, even my own son, I will push for him to learn how to use his hands and things like that and be self-sufficient. But, it comes to a point where, like I was saying to you, my body's getting older, like the attics, the crawl spaces, things like that. So, no, I mean, I thought I was going to be working till I was 80 in the trades, and then that was it. And here I am. I mean, that's really all I can say. I mean, it's really just hard to explain. You either crap or get off the pot. I mean, that's I'm sorry, but that's the best analogy, and that's where I was. I was in a specific point in my life where I needed to make a decision. And, it might, for anybody leaving something they are so super comfortable in and, content. And it's like, okay, I make a paycheck every week. I know, this is what I've got coming in. I know this is what I make each week. Yeah, it's comfortable and it's great. But you're also stuck, you're stuck working for the man. You're stuck, at their beck and call. And I didn't want that anymore. And being able to be able to, even, work from home, or if I feel like going out in the field, like you said, the way you started, knock on doors, if things are slow, working from home, I can get in my car. I can go do that. Follow up on those. The options are endless and there's so many out there. That's great. That's a beautiful picture. Let me finish talking.
I think this is our best Facebook Live yet. I feel like we have.
sorry for the entertainment, everybody.
People love you, love your stuff.
I mean, if me putting him in the dog cage, that's illegal. So I can't lock him up.
So basically what I hear is you're tired of working for the man and you decide you want to be the man.
That's it. That's
love
it.
it.
Yeah. Why hold myself back? I mean, that's it. You're the only person holding yourself back. And I was doing that, waiting for Christmas to come around and hope my boss gave me a good Christmas bonus, like things like that. Like, you hold on to these things that you don't need to, and at this stage, I can I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. I'm diving in head first and I'm putting my all into it. I mean, and if you got the courage to do that, then this is the thing for you to be doing. I mean, it's given. I mean, again, it's, people want to say it's might be some BS, but there's enough people, especially when you get started, people that you meet, other people that you don't even know yet, that are just as successful as the next person sitting next to them. It's not like, hey, Dave Price is the only one that did this, or, Doug is the only one that was really good at this. Everybody that I have talked to or seen through the company so far on our Zoom meetings, everybody is 100% positive. Everybody's doing well, and nobody's really complaining. There's none of that going on. Thank you.
We want to see the picture. We want to see.
You want to see her? They want to see your picture.
Share with our viewers.
It's a highlighted scribble. Look at that.
I love it. I love it.
There you go. Good job, buddy. Go draw more circles. Go practice your circles. Go write your name. You got more paper? Thanks. All right. One more picture. You finished? All right. There you go, everybody.
I like that one too. Thank you.
Cooper's drawing. They love it. All right. But yeah, I mean, that's really, Dave, that's what it comes down to. People want to sit there and, like you just said, hate.
And I'm not positive. He might not have been hating.
No. I'm not. Well, I'm not even talking. No, I'm not even talking about that person. I'm just saying in general, there's people that question it, and don't get me wrong, I questioned it from the beginning.
Yeah.
I questioned it from day one. I'm like, man, it's got to be too good to be true. It's, and it's just a negative way of thinking. So if you're gonna think about that and fill your head with that, then yeah, it's not gonna work for you.
No.
It's not.
Saying, I think poor people stay poor because they think everything's a scam.
It's it.
Right.
It's it. It's too good to be true. There's no way this is real. Well, yeah. Listen, I wouldn't be risking pretty much everything. I mean, I own a house. I have bills to pay. I have stuff I have to take care of. Clearly have a 4-year-old son that, needs to have clothes on him and food in his belly and things like that. But, these are all things that, I mean, if I'm not making money, I can't do that for myself or for him. So it's not a scam. It's the furthest thing from it.
Awesome, man. We're right about that 30-minute mark, man. But I want to ask one more question before we close out. So far, what has been your favorite part?
My favorite part, hold on, please. My favorite part, besides living in Jersey and going through this nor'easter that we had and not having to leave my house and go working in the rain and the snow and being wet, honestly, is talking to the people. Some people are just, you get to connect with people, and I enjoy that. I do enjoy talking to people within the company, and with the customers and the clients that we meet. So, it's hi, baby, hi. I asked 1 second. That's the best part about it. I mean, and honestly, what we didn't touch on is getting paid. You sell a policy, and you get paid, you potentially get paid the next day of what you sell, and that's insane to me,
Not waiting 2 weeks to get paid, huh?
Yeah. Some people got to wait 2 weeks for a paycheck if they're getting paid every 2 weeks,
right?
So, you know, that's been a great part of it. But you know, it's just also feeling connected to the team. You know, I mean, the Zoom meetings, watching people participate. Yet I know I've been slacking. I haven't jumped into role play yet, but you know, it's seeing how everybody gets along and is there to help each other out. And like I said to you earlier, real quick, coming from companies where nobody wants to truly see you do better, and everybody thinks you're out for their job. If you want to improve in a company, to having everybody on your side is the greatest feeling in the world.
Awesome, man. Awesome. I'm definitely glad you're enjoying this, man. It's always good to have, you know, a friend someone I've known so long to reach out to me, and want to work with me. I mean, I want to see everyone win, but I definitely really like to see the people I grow up with win, right? You know, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, crazy, Dave. I mean, same neighborhood, man. It's been a, you know, full circle. It's great, you know.
Definitely awesome, man. So Chris, I want to thank you for giving me a little bit of your Wednesday night, man. I think everyone really enjoyed it. Like I said, we had a lot of viewers the whole time, so people definitely enjoyed watching this. Appreciate you getting really transparent. That's it, man. I really appreciate you, man. This is gonna be another episode of Ordinary People Doing Extraordinary Things. If you're watching this, please share. You have no idea who you'll touch, whose life you will change because of this. This may not be for you. This is going to be for somebody that you know. I promise you that. Take care. Have a great night. Thanks again, Chris. You've been amazing. I appreciate you, brother.
Thanks. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for everything, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll talk soon.